that attracts the right amount of attention on the pre-draft circuit and gets drafted by a team that expects him to be a quarterback of the future, whether that's with the Patriots or not. In Jimmy G's case, I don't know. I don't think Tom Brady's going to retire unless unless the corner gets called at Gillette Stadium and he's, dying on the field because he's just one of those guys that envisions playing forever, and he loves the sport so damn much, and he's so damn competitive that he wants to be out there. So maybe Jimmy G gets a shot with the Pats. Maybe he gets a shot somewhere else, but I think that Wentz is another small school guy that's going to get a load of attention, and he's going to get drafted higher than people think because he's a talented young man.
So maybe that can be an option for the Browns with their second sort of first-round pick because of that Patriots one being taken away. But we'll get into the other quarterback options in next week's show. So we'll have part 2 of the quarterback draft class analysis, and we'll go through everybody. And then, as the combine comes, we'll dip into the other position groups too. But, Matt, let's get to our poll question here. At AndyMC81, at Matt Florjancic, our Doghouse question. We put it out there yesterday. Great response. The question, what quarterback should the Browns draft in the first round? Jared Goff, Paxton Lynch, or no QB in the first round? Jared Goff got 55% of the votes, only 9% for Paxton Lynch, and a sizable amount, Matt, 36% say no quarterback in the first round, that none is worthy of a first-round pick. I thought that was interesting that so many went with the no QB option compared to a little bit more of a split between Goff and Lynch.
Yeah, I expected a little bit more for Lynch, but I think people have the same question marks that we just discussed with his ability to play against bigger competition, and I think that's a huge question mark for people. So it doesn't surprise me that Goff, got the nod, but it does surprise me that Lynch didn't get as much support. I'm supportive of the Browns not going for a quarterback if they don't believe that a franchise guy is in the draft. If you don't believe it, don't waste a pick on him. Go get something that you can use for the next 5 or 6 years.
Has to be Hugh Jackson's guy. And remember, Andy Dalton was not a first-round pick, right? That's worked out pretty well.
Andy Dalton's a pretty damn good quarterback. I don't care if he hasn't won in the postseason. I don't think there's a Cleveland Browns fan in the world that wouldn't take Andy Dalton over had to catch myself there, over the stuff that we've seen on the field in recent years.
Yeah.
There's no way that you wouldn't take Andy Dalton. You can rip him all you want for never winning a playoff game. I'd take him in a heartbeat. If the Bengals said, you know what, Andy, we're just not going to take you anymore, we're going to go out and get a guy that we think can win in the postseason. Okay, I'll take him. How much you want for him?
Right. Oh yeah, sure. And that at least gives me hope that Hugh Jackson, if you like somebody who might not be a first-round pick, that he can at least develop and do something with that type of guy. Real quick, Matt, playoff predictions. Hey, we're already at the championship game. So who do you like, Peyton versus Brady? Number 17 probably for the last time, Broncos, Pats at Mile High in Denver. Real quick.
I haven't bet against Tom Brady all year. Not that I bet money, but in terms of our weekly pick-em contest for fun, I haven't picked against the Patriots all year. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to go with the Patriots. And then the NFC Championship game, Carson Palmer makes me nervous as hell. And if it wasn't for Larry Fitzgerald, the Packers would be playing the Panthers for the conference championship game. The Panthers' defense looked atrocious in the second half, as did their offense, but I still like Carolina at home over a wounded Arizona team. If the Panthers can find a way to neutralize Larry Fitzgerald, this one is going Carolina's way, and it's going to be a rematch of the Super Bowl with Jake Delhomme leading the Panthers and Tom Brady leading the New England Patriots from, I believe it's over a decade ago now. But I think it's going to be Pats and Panthers in the Super Bowl.
Well, if the Panthers do get back, they have a little bit better of an option at QB than Jake Delhomme and in Cam Newton there. Now, Matt, my heart wants Peyton. I want him to go. I want the Sheriff to go out the right way. But my mind has to say Tom Brady, even if it is on the road. I think it'll be close, but I do think that the Pats will do it. And I'm going Arizona. I picked Arizona from the beginning of the year to be my Super Bowl team. I'm going to ride with them. I think it'll be Cardinals and Patriots in the Super Bowl. So good stuff, buddy. We'll continue our quarterback draft class search. We'll move on from the top 2 picks, and that's where it gets really interesting because after those top 2, it gets real muddy. We'll do it again next week.
Sounds good, Andy. Take care. Enjoy the playoff games on Sunday afternoon.
You too. For Matt Fleur-Jansen,
Thank you.
our insider from WKYC Sports in Cleveland, I'm Andy McNamara. Follow us on Twitter at AndyMC81, at Matt Fleur-Jansen. You've been listening to The Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns.